Hi there, it's Jeff here, and thanks for connecting. What I'd like to do, being as we've connected now, is I just want to give you something for free. So I want to give you some tips and advice on how to use LinkedIn more effectively. Now, I'll just give you a quick background about myself. I've run 5 very successful photography businesses. Prior to that, I was a military photographer in the Royal Navy, and I now work with photographers all around the world on my 6 Steps program, helping them make a lot more money, build a brand, and make a lot more money from their photography. One of my strong points, one of my key aspects is LinkedIn. I'm a best-selling author, and I wrote a book called The Photographer's Missing Link. Here's a plug to the book, so there's the book there. I will actually tell you how you can get a copy of the book for just $1 in my Awesome Photographers private mentoring group, and there is a full LinkedIn training program within that group as well, which is a series of 10 videos, which is pretty much everything plus more that's covered in the book on how to fully optimize your profile, build your company pages, your showcase pages, and more importantly, how to connect and build relationships with people that turn out to be paying clients. So, you can be connecting and building your network by about 1,000 to 1,500 new contacts per month, but more importantly, a lot of those contacts will start turning into paying clients. Now, I'm not going to waffle on about what I do. What I want to do is get straight to the point and give you this information, give you some top tips so you can put them into practice. Hopefully watch this video, and within maybe a couple of hours can tweak your profile, do these main things to your heading and your company name, and start connecting with the right people and seeing a bit of a difference and starting to see a lot more money come in from LinkedIn. I have clients earning anything from £5,000 to £12,000 per month just off the LinkedIn platform, and some of those clients as well are earning that money just on a standard LinkedIn account, so no need to upgrade to the premium account itself. So as a photographer, how are you going to make LinkedIn work for you a lot better? Well, one of the big problems that most photographers do, and I would say 90% of the photographers who come to me for help within their business and join my 6 Steps program, one of the things they do with their LinkedIn profile, and this is general, a lot of photographers don't know how to do this, so don't take this as criticism, but you may probably be doing it yourself, is they are a very generalized photographer. So their profile is set up around either a freelancer or a professional photographer, or even a wedding or commercial photographer. So again, those categories are still quite broad. Now, for LinkedIn to really work, what you need to do is aim at a niche, a sector, or particular industry or target of audience. Now, I'll explain this in a bit more detail. Now, a lot of photographers are set up on their profile as professional photographer or freelance photographer or commercial photographer. However, when you direct your profile to a particular industry, so say for instance, we're going to use the hospitality industry because I've had a lot of clients who are making a huge success targeting their profiles to the hospitality industry. Now, the hospitality industry uses a lot of imagery on social media, and especially in the websites, hotels. You would only book a hotel on 2 things, and that is the TripAdvisor reviews and the quality of the imagery you saw there, because the imagery is what's going to make you check out the reviews because you like the look of the hotel, and then that's going to make you actually book. So imagery is so important for hotels and restaurants if they want to get the message across, but that goes for a lot of companies and a lot of different brands. So imagine you're the owner of a chain of hotels. You've got 9 bespoke country house hotels, and you're looking for a photographer. So you're searching through LinkedIn, you see lots of photographers, professional photographers, freelance photographers. However, you come across a photographer who is a hospitality and hotel trade photographer, and his company, that is his company, that's what he is, and his professional headline is that he helps hotels gain a lot more booking and greater exposure on social media with attention-grabbing imagery. So you see that straight away, and that suddenly appeals to you because you're in the hotel trade. It's very much like my profile. I'm a marketer. I do come from a photography background. I was a military photographer, then had 5 photography businesses myself, and I still shoot weddings to this day. But if my profile was just keyed up as a general marketer, would you have approached me or accepted my connection in the first place? Would I be of interest to you? Probably not. But because my title is geared purely towards photographers, then all of a sudden I become relevant to you. And what I do is I don't sell marketing on my profile. What I do is I sell the solution. I help photographers make a lot more money and build a brand. So that is what you need to be doing. You need to be looking at what your clients want. If it's a commercial based enterprise you're going at, 90% of the time they're not buying pictures because they just want pretty pictures. What they want to do is they want to increase engagement on their social media. They want to get more bookings. They want to get more clients, and they want to build a bigger knowledge of their brand. They want to transform their brand into quite static, but into a sort of a very active brand, and that wants to be going out and getting higher engagement, more likes and shares, and more sort of like reputable throughout social media and online. So what you do is you help them gain a better presence. You don't take nice pictures, you are promoting their brand for them. So how do you decide on your niche? Well, it can be one of two ways. You can either something that you really enjoy. So if there's a particular aspect or area of photography that you really like, well, that could become your niche, because what better way to do something than what you really, really enjoy? Or another one, it could be dictated by what's in your area. So if you live in a resort area, then hospitality might be a good idea. If you live in an area that's got a lot of industry, then you could look at particular industries, or you could be a photographer to the IT industry, a photographer to the engineering industry. Whatever's on your doorstep or near to you might be a good niche to go down. Now, one of the big things that a lot of the photographers I work with first kick up a fuss about is, well, if I niche my profile down to just hotels or just food or just IT or engineering, won't I be losing other customers? And what I say to them then, and ask this question to you now: how much money do you currently make a month just from LinkedIn as a general photographer? If the answer is the same as most other photographers on LinkedIn, which is pretty much nothing, then what have you got to lose? Isn't it much better to be a perfect fit for 20% of the market than try and be a general fit for 100%? And just remember that one thing I teach, and we go into in depth in the 6 Steps program and also inside the Awesome Photographers group, is solution-based pricing, because I believe that photographers who should charge by the hour or by the half day or by the full day are really losing out on lots of money that's left on the table. And time and time again, it's proven with my clients that when they build a solution-based package system, 4 or 5 tier package system based around the client's requirements, offering a solution to the need, you make a hell of a lot more money. You're not condensing it down just a time so it doesn't look expensive, because people are buying a solution, they're not buying hours. When people see your price by the hour, they immediately think you're expensive. If you're going to charge £200 or $300 for an hour, and the person who's hiring you earns $100, £100, he's going to think, by comparison, that's really expensive. And all you have to do is push a couple of buttons. He doesn't realize that you've got to go in, edit some photographs, and he doesn't really care. He's not bothered, because that's not his concern. So, but if you're selling a package for a fixed figure that meets exactly what he wants, and you're not selling it by the hour, you're selling it by a solution to what he needs, then that's much easier. And time again, my clients are getting much more money doing this particular system. So how do you start to really, really niche your profile and change on LinkedIn? Well, I'm going to show you now. I'm just going to use my profile as an example. So if we're just going to click over here, and you can see here that this is my profile. So the first thing you'll notice is this banner image. Now, there's so many people on LinkedIn who don't utilize this banner image. And this banner image, if somebody comes onto your page, this is one of the first things they see. And this should be, it has what you are and what you do. So basically it says here, I'm a photography marketing mentor and LinkedIn author, and I help photographers build an awesome, successful photography brand. So it basically tells you straight away what I do. And obviously the image is relevant to my services. So there's a picture of a woman and a man with a camera and a lot of money. So that's something you can, as photographers, you can quite easily do that. Create like a really nice image, maybe multi-images, a bit of a montage, 2 or 3 images there. If again, we'll use the example of a hospitality trade photography. You could have a picture of a chef cooking. You could have a picture of some food, and then you could have a hotel interior. So that could all be on here. You could have these 3 images in like a montage with helping hotels book more clients, fill their rooms, fill their restaurants, whatever your strapline or your USP is going to be. So that's going to draw attention. Another thing is the photograph. Now, it's not like Facebook. LinkedIn is a professional network, and you want to be approachable. You've got to have a professional photograph. Unfortunately, I don't have that many of myself. But I have got one here where I do have a suit jacket on and a shirt, so I look reasonably respectable. Might look like a little bit of a thug with my shaved head, but it's an approachable picture. So you want to be smiling. You want to, especially if, imagine if you're a financial advisor, you want a photograph that looks trustworthy. It looks like people want to approach you. Do not use your company logo. It's a bad idea to use your company logo, because on LinkedIn, we are connecting with individuals. It's not a networking event where you wouldn't turn up at a networking event with a paper bag on your head, would you? People are connecting with people, and you're building relationships. So you can have a LinkedIn company page, which is all about your logo, but your LinkedIn personal profile should be a nice, smiling, approachable, professional photograph of yourself. So coming down, as you see here, now most people will have their name, and then in the professional headline here, where I help photographers to succeed on LinkedIn, build an awesome brand, and make a lot more money guaranteed. Most people here will just have the title professional photographer or commercial photographer. Now, what you're going to do, I'll show you the trick, what I've done. If you just go into the edit section, and as you see here, that I have put my full name into my first name. So Jeff Brown, then I put a little dash, and then my last name is Photographer's Mentor and Author. Now, you've also got a former name. Now, this former name, if you've got it, use it. There's a section here on LinkedIn that you can fill in. So I've put Ask About My Awesome Photographers Group. I keep changing that. I might just put the nice guy mentor or something like that. It can be. This doesn't actually show up on mobile. It only shows up on laptop view. And then your headline is what you do. And I tend to find that if you use the word help or helping, right, that's going to attract helping and then that particular industry. So helping hotels to, and what it is you actually do, the benefit, helping hotels to gain more exposure on social media and book a lot more clients guaranteed, or something like that, right? Or you help people win more business with attractive personal and professional headshots that build your brand, or you help people become more create a feeling of trust and honesty with amazing professional headshots that really help you build your brand. Just think about what it is that you do, what your client is actually wanting. So they're not just wanting images, they're wanting something in particular. They come to you because they've got a problem, they need more bookings, they need more clients, they need more exposure. What it is, what can you do for them? Don't sell the photographs, sell what it is you do for them. So when people come to connect with you, or you send off a connection request, they won't see your name and photographer. They will see your name and what type of photographer you are, because that is in your surname section. And then your professional headline will no longer be photographer, it will be what you do for them. So that's the first thing they see, along with your image, and they go, oh, that looks interesting. So if you own a hotel and somebody who wants to connect with you, who's a photographer who helps hotels make a lot more money and book a lot more clients, that's suddenly going to be a lot more interesting, isn't it? So I hope you found this useful. I really do. Obviously, If you want to know more about what I do, I'm not trying to sell to you, but I do have a great little group called the Awesome Photographers Group. Now, the Awesome Photographers Group is my private mentoring group. It's currently filled with about 100 photographers from around the world. It's a Facebook group. It is a subscription group, so I do charge for membership, but it's only £1 to join, and you get my $1 to join. And you get my full LinkedIn training course within the group, so you can try the group out for 30 days, and after 30 days, if you want to stay in, then it's just $14.99 a month. You can completely change your business, turn your business around, and it's what I call a no bullshit group. So there's nobody putting each other down. That don't talk about kit and say, you can only make money if you've got this particular lens, if you've got this particular style of camera. That's not what it's about. It's about helping everybody else and making a lot more money. So I hope you found this useful, and I'll put a link in the video to the group as well. Thank you.